One of the performers of this year's Fringe is getting the word out about speech disorders. Sulang Go joins us now. Sulang, this actor stutters.
That's right, and he wrote a one-man play about what it's like to be a stutterer. About 1 in every 100 people stutter, and it's much more than a speech disorder. Hiding it or compensating for it can take over a person's life. But one Fringe performer has turned his stutter into a therapeutic experience, a play he calls Hooray for Speech Therapy.
Now, you know you're living in a classless society when even sounds are divided by classes.
Kurt Fitzpatrick knows a lot about speech therapy. He's been stuttering for as long as he could speak.
From what I remember, I've always tried to just kind of ace it.
At the age of 8, he began speech therapy in Philadelphia, where he learned techniques like amplitude contour.
Every syllable has an increase or decrease. Now, believe it or not, many people have trouble implementing this into their lives.
Kurt jokes about it now, but being a kid with a stutter wasn't always easy. He avoided reading out loud in class.
You sound a little bit like the voice coming from the TV set in the movie Poltergeist 2 the next day. Carol Ann, Carol Ann.
Then in high school, Kurt discovered acting.
When I was on stage, I felt like I could speak. I felt like I could really, say anything.
Now, you might think it's unusual for someone who stutters to become an actor. In fact, a few Hollywood stars have stuttering problems.
James Earl Jones and Bruce Willis, Marilyn Monroe. She supposedly that was why she had that why she had the voice, like the breathy voice.
Mel Tillis is another famous example of a stutterer, and he never stutters when he sings.
Speech-language pathologist Liz Kelly explains, for some people with speech disorders, performing is like therapy.
If you are being a character on the stage rather than being yourself, it might be easier because there is rehearsal and there's practice delivery when you're doing a stage performance.
Class 3 are fricatives, like
Kurt says 2 things helped him through the worst of his stuttering: learning to breathe differently and writing this play.
A lot of it for me was I was kind of ashamed of it, and I would hide it. But when you have a show called Hooray for Speech Therapy, you can't really hide it anymore.
Hooray for Speech Therapy is a 5-star masterpiece. Yes, that's what I like to hear.
Kurt says managing his stutter is an ongoing process. He still goes to speech therapy, but once a week. For more information about his play, check this website,